welcome to the Universal Wrestling Federation. I'm Jim Ross, along with Michael Hayes. We'll describe the action, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a tremendous crowd here at the Tulsa Convention Center. We've just seen that footage from last week right here on the program. Ted DiBiase did return.
Yeah, he did return, but you know what he did? He was a backstabber. He didn't have the guts to come to me face to face, and you seen what happened when I got a hold of him and bounced his little basketball head on down them stairs and beat him up.
How can you say backstab? There's only one way up and one way down. He came right up the stairs. How's that backstab?
Who do you think you are, Einstein or something? Look, you just sit there, you do the announcing, I'll obviously do the color to commentating, and a lot better job than DiBiase. See, when you put people like him and Duggan out there, people start switching the channels. They want to watch me, all right? Now, as far as that goes, DiBiase, I told you you shouldn't have come back, and you're going to find out why. You'll get the same thing that Dr. Death got.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of exciting things happening in this hour. We will see the UWF Heavyweight Championship on the line. Terry Gordy against Hacksaw Jim Duggan in this hour.
That's right. You are going to see it. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan, you had your week of putting your thumb up in the air and stomping around. And now you're going to find out why he is the premier, the #1 single wrestler in the universe. And you're going to have to walk down Bad Street because the boys are back in town to stay.
We're also going to have a very interesting feature that I did this past week with Missy Hyatt, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and company. We're going to see the one-man gang in this hour. And the big news, not only in this hour, but coming next week, Dr. Death will be back next week. The doctors have released him. He will be back in action right here next week.
Doctors have released him? Look, why don't he just go get a psychologist to analyze him? I'm sure it wouldn't take but about 15 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of exciting things happening in the hour. Let's go to the ring.
K-Motormouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Havana, Cuba at 238 pounds, Gustavo Mendoza. Also introducing from Houston, Texas at 250 pounds, Gary Young. This match, one fall or 10-minute time limit.
Special hello to all of our fans and friends in Houston, Texas. The graduate of Northbrook Senior High School in Houston, Gary Young. Thanks for being with us here tonight on 39 Gold here in Houston. And Gary will be going against Gustavo Mendoza in our first event here on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Well, you know, as we've seen last week, you said before, Mendoza's record isn't exactly the biggest thing to write home about, but he pulled off a victory. Gary Young, we've seen him pull off a couple surprise victories, and both of them need one here to compete for that TV title, because everybody wants that shot that Hacksaw Jim Duggan's got, that once-in-a-lifetime chance, and that's a chance for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Hey, now look, what's Gilbert doing?
Well, Mendoza was pulling the tights.
Shot him off the ropes, good shoulder smash. He dropped down, missed the elbow, good arm drag.
Very, very well executed arm drag by the Houstonian Gary Young.
Back to the basics, baby. Anything that you do, you got to be able to stick with the basics. Once you forget them, then you forget where you're going.
Gary Young started wrestling in 1977 and competed until 1981. And at that time, he decided to get out of wrestling, did some private investigative work, I understand, and is now back, obviously, competing here in the toughest of all, the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Good move there. Mendoza came out of it, gave him a short turnbuckle, went for a charge, he moved, and right back to the arm. That's the thing, concentrate on whatever you got hurting. Whatever part of that body that you've got hurting, stay with it. That's where a lot of the young wrestlers don't understand. Then again, a lot of the young wrestlers aren't the freebirds, are they?
A lot of exciting things, ladies and gentlemen. The big benefits coming up this week in the state of Oklahoma. Some great benefits from some nonprofit groups and organizations in Carnegie, Oklahoma, Wagner, Hartshorn, and Sapulpa. Big benefits. If you'd like to sponsor one, well, then we'll be giving that information. We have in the past, and we'll be continuing to do so.
Good move there. Gustavo drove down, dropped down himself, used his weight, pushed him through the back, and Young's throat went across the rope there, and that's cutting off that wind. Now let's see if he capitalized. Yep, beautiful, right back to that throat. Good, smart move. Young's down.
Mendoza was bending the rules, but it was a sound strategic maneuver.
Good body slam. Dropped that leg across, didn't quite get probably all the impact he wanted. Now see, he's wasting time. He should be going for a pin. I don't know, he's up on the second rope. He's waving something, I don't know, maybe to Fidel Castro or something big. Up! See, that's what I was saying. When he had the man down, he should have gone for the pinfall. Forearm by Young, 2 of them, 3 of them. Big high backdrop. Whoa!
Mendoza highly elevated by Gary Young.
Good drop kick.
Young going for the lateral press here.
Yeah, but see, he didn't hook the leg, Jim Ross. Mendoza's tiring, you can see it. There's a reversal. Ducked a clothesline. Cross body. Might have it. 2. Nope, see, he's not hooking that leg. You've got to hook that leg. Went for a drop kick. Good move by Mendoza. Shows his veteran, his experience. If you don't hook that leg, you leave the guy the ability to use not only his upper body strength to kick out, but his leg strength too.
We'll see if Mendoza can capitalize.
There it went to the well one too many times. He should have learned from the first one. Went for a turnbuckle reversal. Up, body press. Now see, he's got that leg grapevine, and he hooked it the other way. And he got the 1, 2, 3. If he had done that earlier, it might already be back in the dressing room getting a shower. Nevertheless, a good victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Young, the victor, and we'll be back with that special feature involving Missy Hyatt, Hot Stuff, and Hollywood when we return from this timeout. Thanks very much for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at the Tulsa Convention Center. You hear this crowd
shut up.
saying, we
Now,
want
doggone it, why do they keep doing that? That's
Well,
ridiculous.
Ladies and gentlemen, this past week I had the occasion to spend some time with Missy Hyatt, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert International. It was quite an interesting time, to say the least, Michael.
Hey, look, you know how I feel about broads. I think they're all kind of
I mean,
loose.
ladies.
Yeah, I said broads, okay? Nevertheless, I think there's room in the dressing room there's something going on there, and she may have the money, but if I know Hollywood John Tatum, he might have the last say. This corporation may not last long.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, keep a close look at Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Hollywood John in this feature. Let's see it now. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last few weeks, the situation between Missy Hyatt and Dark Journey has reached a fever pitch. In the next few moments, we're going to not only look at that situation, but we're going to ask several key questions that I think the wrestling world would like to have answered. We'll be doing that in the next few moments. Remember just a few weeks ago that Missy Hyatt, along with Hollywood John Tatum and Jack Victory, made a very auspicious introduction to Dark Journey on the Universal Wrestling Federation television program. And then Dark Journey came back to the ring just a few weeks later, and she got a small measure of revenge. She says, Missy, that she's going to take care of you once and for all, break those nails, pull your hair, take your clothes off, and dress you if that's what it takes to embarrass and humiliate you on television.
Well, you know, talk is cheap, and so are you, Dark Journey. Hey, a lot of people have promised they were going to do things to me, and they haven't. Because, I mean, hey, look at me. I look great, and I always will.
All right, let's look at one other situation. Now, I also hear there's a lot of dissension. This is a rumor, but a lot of dissension in the camp of Hyatt and Hot Stuff International, or Hot Stuff and Hyatt International, whatever you want to call it.
Can I have a brush, please? Can you get me a brush?
What about this dissension stuff? You need a brush.
All right, well, John Tatum gets the brush.
I got a brush right here, sweetheart.
That was nice.
All right, now back to the situation.
I got one.
Oh, I need the brush.
Okay, Jim, let me dwell on this just a minute. The situation, rumors going around, there's dissension in Hot Stuff and Hyatt International is absolutely not true. Sting and I are UWF Tag Team Champions, and Missy says that she doesn't want us to stop until John Tatum and Rick Steiner and Sting and all of us have the belts. That means Terry Taylor's in trouble for his TV title, and the big one that she says she wanted is the Universal Wrestling Federation title, even if Terry Gordy holds it. So everything is hunky-dory, okay?
All right, so you're saying there's no dissension here whatsoever then?
There's no dissension. There's no dissension. The only thing is, Mr. Eddie Gilbert, we did a favor for you. And now, I think you deserve to pay us back a favor, don't you?
I will.
You promise.
I will. I promise. I always keep my promises. You did me a favor, Missy did me a favor, and I will return the promise and the favor.
One other thing. I want you to know, all that gossip that I've been hearing, I don't care about it. This is my main squeeze, and it'll always be my main squeeze. She loves me. You understand? Okay.
Johnny, don't ever let that dressing room gossip bother you, because I'm Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. I've got many, many girls, and I got to have as many as I want.
Is this favor you're talking about involving Dark Journey, Eddie? Is this what we're talking about here? Are you going to get involved in a situation involving women?
I'll put it this way, Jim Ross. I don't think that Dark Journey can come near Missy Hyatt when the Iron Curtain's out in front. John Tatum, Jack Vickery, Sting, and myself, and Rick Steiner.
Where is Sting and Rick Steiner?
They're in the gym. And Jim Ross, if Dark Journey doesn't think I'll slap her face off, she's got another thing coming, because you're talking about Missy Hyatt here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you hear from the camp of Missy Hyatt, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and Hollywood John Tatum. Whether you want to call it Hot Stuff and Hyatt International or Hyatt and Hot Stuff, Hyatt and Hot Stuff International, this situation is certainly controversial, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, representing Hot Stuff and Hyatt.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very proud honor for me to introduce to you from Hot Stuff and Hyatt International. Okay, Missy. From Hyatt and Hot Stuff International at 265 pounds from Bobby Seeger's hometown of Detroit, Michigan, the new Rick Steiner. And also, from every man's nightmare, 270 pounds, and my partner, one half of the UWF Tag Team Champions, Sting! And of course, we all know the lovely, and the beautiful, and the gorgeous Missy Hyatt.
Introducing their opponents from St. Petersburg, Florida at 222 pounds, Brett Wayne Sawyer. Also introducing at 215 pounds from Temple, Texas, the Glass Man. This match, one fall or 10-minute time limit.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I don't see Hollywood around.
Hollywood John, you're right, Michael. Very perceptive. He is not at ringside, by the way.
And it's also a little bit confusing to me, Eddie Gilbert being one half of the UWF Tag Team Champions, not teaming up with Sting. I guess he wants Rick Steiner to get some tag team experience with Sting, because he obviously has improved Sting. We've seen that over weeks and weeks. Well, he'll get the experience against Brett Wayne Sawyer, because it was Brett Wayne Sawyer that embarrassed Eddie Gilbert here just, 2-3 weeks ago.
He also may want to be at ringside so he can be closer to Missy, too, if the truth was known.
Well, I don't know about that situation, man. Like I said, broads are loose.
Oh, look at Steiner move.
Man, you're talking about a man 275 pounds. Whoa, beautiful.
Steiner and Sawyer, boy,
they were moving and grooving, Daddy. If you had a radar gun, you'd have clocked him at 97 miles an hour. And if Sawyer had not had that momentum coming off the ropes, he would not have been able to take Steiner down. Side headlock, shoots him off, drops down. Good drop kick. Steiner tried to block it, another drop kick. Whoop. Went there and nobody was home. Whoa, missed an elbow. A lot of mistakes here. Another mistake, a lot of mistakes right away. Sting! Well, I tell you what, Eddie and Missy better quit worrying about themselves, and they better get that tag team situated.
Look at that conversation. I wonder if they're even talking about the match.
Well, they better talk about it.
The Glass Man is in the ring. The Glass Man.
Oh, what a power slam.
Man, oh man. That'll shatter the glass. No pun intended.
Reminds me of Daryl Dawkins when he did the slam dunk and shattered the backboard.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit curious about Hollywood John. I mean, Missy Hyatt might have the money. Whoa, just picked him up and dropped him right down. What strength Sting has.
Well, I tell you, you saw the expression on Hollywood John. It looks like he and Eddie were vying for Missy's attention, one-upsmanship. I don't know how long that arrangement's going to last at all.
Well, I don't need. Well, first of all, they're arguing whether. Ooh, good press. They're arguing whether it's Hyatt and Hot Stuff or Hot Stuff and Hyatt.
Boy, this team right here, Sting and Steiner, are awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, they're a phenomenal combination, and it's Sting and Gilbert that are the tag team champions. And we'll be back from Devastation Incorporated. He's 6'9".
Whoa, look at that!
Hey!
She just kissed Eddie Gilbert.
Look at her rubbing.
Look at that. Oh, don't that make you sick, abroad?
there.
I'll tell you what, I bet if Hollywood's
Look at
seeing this,
Look at Eddie.
he's in dreamland.
She was, well, there's the beef. I guess she's a lucky girl. I don't know.
I don't know. Hollywood's the one that got her where she is. She might have the money, and now look at her.
Look at Eddie. Eddie's like it's a little kid. Look at him. Ladies and gentlemen, Missy Hyatt has certainly created controversy not only in UWF, but in her own corporation, and we'll be back. He's 6'9" and 454. He is the one-man gang. He'll be with us right after this timeout.
Everybody wants you. You crave attention, you can never say no. Throw your affections any way the wind blows. You always think that you're on top of the scene. You sell the copy like the cover of a magazine. Ooh. Putting on the eyes to let nobody else. You never realize what you do to yourself. The things that they see make the daily reviews.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first from Dallas at 243 pounds, Jeff Reitz.
Well, here's the young man that tried against Terry Taylor last week for the TV title. He didn't win, but he did give a valiant effort, and he's back trying again. But I tell you what, it ain't no Terry Taylor he's going up against.
He's going up against perhaps the most brutal, the most physically intense man in wrestling. 6'9", 454 pounds, the Giant, the one-man gang. And he is bad to the bone. Halstead Street, Chicago. A special hello this Saturday night.
Yeah, but he's
In
not
Chicago.
the UWF heavyweight champion.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, he is one tough hombre.
Well, yeah,
No doubt
just
about
looking
it.
at him, you can see that.
Tattoos.
Introducing General Skandor Akbar, presents from Chicago at 456 pounds, the one-man gang. This match, one fall or 10-minute time limit.
Tattoos in his scalp.
Should have tattooed his whole face.
Well, I would agree with it, but it might get back to the one-man gang, and I'd prefer to stay in one piece. The one
Whoa,
gang,
big-
he's awesome.
What a forearm smash. Totally legal. Elbow to the back of the neck. Wright's trying to throw a blow, had no effect. Look at that big slam. Now he's got to be up, what, close to 6'5" in the air. Like a sack of potatoes.
Now this young kid's 240
Whoa.
pounds, and the gang carried him around with one arm, then dropped that thunderous elbow on him.
Right on the solar plexus, man.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, he's 6'9", for you fans in Chicago. He outweighs the Fridge over 100 pounds. He's a monster, he's a mountain.
Shot him in the ropes. Whoa, what a clothesline. Man.
That would make Mike Singletary envious of that clothesline situation.
I'll tell you what, that'd make anybody. Now is he going for it? The big press. Oh, backbreaker. He's just toying with him. He seems upset. Uh-oh. When he hollers for that 747. Good night.
Ooh, good grief.
That's it.
I don't care who's underneath there. When that happens, it's over.
Well, I don't know for that.
Oh, I don't know anybody can
Well, I
stand
think
that.
Bam Bam could. Of course, I think I could, but I know Bam Bam could.
Well, the one-man gang with a. Let's listen to this.
Later on tonight, I don't know how that could be, because the one-man gang has already destroyed that filthy hippie Jim Duggan. And as for Terry Gordy, if you had any guts, Bim Bam, or whatever your name is, you'll come on down to the squared circle. Now the man gang is going to tell you something, so listen, dingbats. Jimmy will beat everybody that walked in the UWF. They give Jim Duggan a title shot because you stupid people cheer for him. Well, let me tell you something, Terry Gordy. I can beat you any day of the week. I can beat Jim Duggan any day of the week. So why don't I get a title shot? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Wait a minute, here comes Terry. Terry!
Bam Bam is coming to the ring, and Michael Hayes here waving him off. Bam Bam is ready for a fight, but Hacksaw Duggan's going down there too. Gang's calling both out, but Duggan and Gordy are battling at ringside. Michael Hayes has jumped off the podium, and now the Gang's fighting them all. And there's Michael Hayes. They may call him a sissy, but he's right in the middle of the fight. He's always there. Boy, I mean, it's breaking loose. They're all battling. There's Buddy Roberts after Duggan. The Gang is battling Gordy. Boy, it is breaking loose at ringside. The crowd is coming to their feet. There goes DiBiase and Terry Taylor and Big Jeff Gaylord. It's one heck of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. It is breaking out all over the ring. We'll be right back. We've got to get out of this. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention just a moment. We're getting this situation settled. You've come out here and you had your match, and you caused the biggest controversy that we've had here in a long, long time. For no reason. For absolutely no reason.
Listen and listen good. All of you people at TV land and all of you people here right now. There's not going to be no UWF match tonight unless my man, the one-man gang, steps in their squared circle. I can assure you that. If you thought that it was a little unruly while ago, you just stick around, Ross. And that goes for everybody in the UWF. Because my man, the one-man gang, has destroyed everybody in his path. So you just scratch it. There ain't gonna be no UWF match tonight. I said ain't like all you dumb Americans.
All right. Well, the thing about it is that you or anybody else is going to dictate what match we're going to have. I don't care.
You don't know who you're talking to, Ross. I'm the Godfather. I'm the General. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody. You understand? I dictated here.
Well, the match has been signed, and here comes.
I don't care what's been signed. You just scratch it unless I'm in it. What is he doing out here?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's Ken Mantell.
Mr. Akbar, the UWF is running their own business. Now, if your man wants a title match, he'll have to sign up for it and wait his turn. As for right now, you can finish this interview. Then when you finish, these uniformed officers are going to escort you and you out of the building.
All the way out of the building. All the way out of the building.
You can't do that to me. I'm the General. You can't do that to me. It's not right what's happening here, man. And you know it, and all these people know it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard Ken Mantell. They're not going to stay not in the dressing room, but all the way out of the convention center, all the way outside. We're going to have that championship match. It's going to be Hacksaw Duggan and Terry Gordy for the title, and you're not going to be here to see it.
You may escort us out tonight, but not every night. I'll be back. I shall return.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break while the police are escorting them out of the facility. We'll be right back with the UWF Heavyweight Championship in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Glen Falls, New York at 270 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Also introducing Ted DiBiase.
She was scheming, and in that time
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you hear the music. The boys are back in town. You see Michael Hayes and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. This UWF Heavyweight Championship will be on the line momentarily. There you see the awesome champion, Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Michael Hayes there. Ted DiBiase and Hacksaw Duggan across the ring. The boys are back in town. And the UWF Heavyweight Championship will be on the line momentarily. What a phenomenal crowd here in Tulsa. Television taping again this Sunday night at the Convention Center starting at 7:30. Hope you'll be with us. Nothing like it in person, wherever it may be. There you see that beautiful UWF Heavyweight Championship belt. There's the challenger, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's been waiting on this match a long, long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current UWF Heavyweight Champion from Bad Street at 294 pounds, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Also introducing Freebird Michael P.S. Hayes. This match for the UWF Heavyweight title, 1 fall or television time remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very volatile situation. I saw the referee has got their hands, but wait a minute, here's Ken Mantell and referee Tommy Gilbert. Mantell back in the ring.
Michael Hayes and Ted DiBiase, this match is for the UWF Championship. We've had nothing but bad blood and bad interference, so as an official, I'm saying you, Ted DiBiase, and you, Michael Hayes, go to the back and stay there. Michael, you may have the right to be here, but if you don't go to the back and you don't stay there, you're going to be suspended without pay. So when you go to the back, you better stay there, and you've got 15 seconds to get there. Why you can't do that? 14. You can't do this. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's breaking down here. It's going to be one-on-one. This is a match we've all been waiting for. A tremendous move by the Universal Wrestling Federation to remove all the interference. It's going to be one-on-one. Hacksaw Duggan and the Big Bam Bam, Terry Gordy for the UWF gold. Hacksaw Jim Duggan setting himself for that spear, and Gordy quickly getting out of the ring. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that these two big, tremendous athletes at one time were the best of friends, but they have most severely and most brutally parted ways, and it's going to be settled right here tonight in the squared circle for the UWF Heavyweight Championship. And there you see the champion, the #1 man in the Universal Wrestling Federation, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and the man that many fans think should be the UWF champion, the man that a lot of people think was robbed. There you see him, the Big Saw from Glens Falls, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Well, I'll tell you, I love it. They're letting it be one-on-one. Let's settle it in the ring. Boom. Two big bulls colliding. Bam Bam at about 295. Duggan looks to be about 285 on this evening. Neither man gave an inch. Both very similar in style. And Duggan with a body that tackle, and Bam Bam all the way through and outside. And Gordy with a somewhat of a bewildered look, and he is irate. He's incensed at the way this match is going. This crowd, another great crowd. They're enthusiastic. Yes, they are. Great action, ladies and gentlemen, coming up this upcoming week. So many cities hosting the Universal Wrestling Federation, the national tour on the drawing board. And this crowd, you hear the noise. They're very enthusiastic in Tulsa. Duggan with a flying body press. The referee down, 1, 2. And Gordy powered out at 2, and Duggan with a right hand. Side headlock now by Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Remember, you're watching the Universal Wrestling Federation, and this match is for the Universal Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the challenger, with a side headlock on the reigning champion, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Next week, the good doctor returns, ladies and gentlemen. He's been released from his medical care. Dr. Death back here next week. I can't wait. Duggan, the big man from Glens Falls, New York, the alumnus of Southern Methodist University in Dallas. Gordy with a cheap shot, caught Duggan walking in. Gordy buried that knee into the solar plexus of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Duggan quickly back on his feet. Gordy with a big right hand, and he can throw a right hand. It is power-packed. Gordy with that hammer across the face of Duggan, but you're not going to pin him just with a lateral press. I've never seen that done by anyone. Reversal by Duggan. High elevation. The champion goes down. Duggan set for the spear, and Duggan went for the spear, but Gordy moved out of the way. At the last moment, Gordy moved out of the way, and he's signaling for that thumb up, and he doesn't mean all is well. The Oriental Spike, another of the weapons that Bam Bam possesses, and that sleeper is another. Gordy, international star, that Japanese sleeper. He's got it locked in on Hacksaw Duggan. Gordy has perfected so many maneuvers. Look at Duggan. His look, he's getting dazed. The look in Hacksaw Duggan's face tells the story. Duggan raking the eyes. He got out of the sleeper. It wasn't scientific, but it was effective. Gordy feeling it right back to the attack, and Duggan scooped him up. And remember, Gordy's 295. Duggan scooped him up, but Duggan went to the knee. And now Gordy trying to go for the figure 4. We'll have to be taking a commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen, for the television station in just a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been notified that we need to take our commercial commitment at this time. Thanks very much for staying with us, everybody. Jim Ross back with you at the Tulsa Convention Center. Terry Gordy has continued to work on the leg of Hacksaw Jim Duggan during the commercial break. The crowd, go Jim, go. They know it's all on the line for the big Hacksaw. He's won this match, but Gordy is a phenomenal champion. These two awesome athletes have competed so heatedly in this contest, and Duggan kicks Gordy off. Gordy going for the figure 4, and Duggan's knee has really taken a punishment. Duggan with a sunset slip, trying to wrap Gordy up. We got a 2 count. A near fall for Hacksaw Duggan. Duggan for inside drop cradle. He's got him. He's got him for 2. I thought he had an inside drop cradle by Hacksaw Duggan. And now Gordy back to the attack. These two big men have hammered each other. You can tell it's taking its toll. Gordy pulled down his knee pad to really hammer Duggan, but the big Hacksaw moved out of the way. What a contest. The UWF title on the line. It's going to break down here. Bruce Pritchard getting out of the way. Referee Fergie virtually helpless. And Duggan ramming that leg into the post. Gordy in anguish. It's almost like you could see the expression that Gordy could feel that title slipping away. Duggan now, the big man back on his feet. Gordy now setting Duggan for that pile driver, and he got it. He got Duggan in the pile driver. This should be all right here. He got Duggan in that pile driver. 1, 2, and Duggan powered out. He powered out. What an effort by the big Hacksaw, and Duggan's fighting back. Man, what a battle. Duggan came in, and Gordy caught him with a foot. Gordy with that thumb up, signaling, I think, for the Oriental Spike. Remember, that's what happened to Cowboy Bill Watts when they triple-teamed him. He's put a lot of big men, a lot of good men down with that Oriental Spike, and now he's got it on Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Can Duggan withstand the spike? Can Gordy hold on to the title? We've got time left in this, ladies and gentlemen. Don't leave your television set. What enthusiasm and excitement we've got here in Tulsa at the Convention Center. Hacksaw Duggan laying motionless on the canvas. Gordy has got the spike buried. The referee has got to keep a very, very close scrutiny on this situation. I know Fergie will give Duggan every margin that he can as far as making his decision. A Hacksaw Duggan fighting his way back up. Duggan hears those people. The fans love Hacksaw Duggan, and they're enthusiastic all over the UWF, and Bam Bam has got it locked. Gordy at 295, the #1 man in the Universal Wrestling Federation. He is the champion. Listen to the crowd. Well, I'm sure the folks back home in Glens Falls, that young lady having a great time, but the folks back at Glens Falls, you can almost hear them yelling, Dugan, Dugan as well. Back in the ropes now. Gordy with a big clubbing right hand, and Duggan is wobbly. Ooh, they both, what a collision. Hacksaw Duggan down, Terry Gordy across the ring down. The referee will be counting. Man, what a battle. With a title on the line, they're letting it all out, and this crowd loves it. Get up, they're yelling, get up, Jim Duggan. Gordy's all the way up, he's up now, Gordy now. He's a little wobbly, but he's climbing to the top rope, but Duggan's got him. Hacksaw Duggan has got him. All the way off, he's 295, and he's down to the canvas, and Duggan is down. What a battle, a classic battle on the Universal Wrestling Federation. Duggan with a right. Hacksaw Duggan and Gordy have battered each other, and I mean battered in this contest. And Gordy back with that sleeper. Duggan reaching desperately for the ropes. Look at the look on Duggan's face. He's losing his consciousness, there's no doubt about it. Hacksaw Duggan. And Gordy's got his weight on top of Duggan. Remember, he's almost 300 pounds, weighed in at 294, I think, officially. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds of airtime. We will keep it here as long as possible. What a battle we've got here. The Universal Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Right here on television. We're bringing it to you right to your home, but there's nothing like being in the arenas. These fans will tell you the same thing. They're standing. We're inside 60 seconds of television time remaining. Duggan with a clothesline, and he's got him. Duggan with a stop, and he's got him. He got the clothesline, and it connected. Duggan coming right back on Gordy, and Gordy is wobbly. The champion is in deep trouble. The champion is in deep trouble, and Duggan on that second rope hammering those grade A hams.